Okie doke. This is Scarborough Fair. The first thing that you need to do, this is the finger picking song that we did. First thing you need to do is drop your pick, because obviously you're going to be using your fingers for finger picking. The pattern that goes throughout this song is really repetitive, and your thumb is going to be in charge of the lowest note in each chord, right? A chord is like a set of notes, whatever it is. Now, instead of strumming, you're finger picking. So the lowest note in that chord is going to be played with your thumb, and then these three fingers are going to be in charge of the bottom three strings. Your pinky, I like to rest on my pick guard right there just to keep my whole hand steady. It takes a lot less effort to make sure that I'm in the right spot with my fingers if I'm anchoring it to my guitar right there. So that's just going to kind of sit there the whole time I'm playing. Now, the pattern for this song is going to go thumb, your index finger, middle finger, and then your ring finger. And then it reverses, so it goes up the waterfall and then down the waterfall. So the first thing you need to do is just get to a place where that is comfortable and easy. It's going to take a while. Thumb, index, middle, ring. Middle, index. Thumb, index, middle, ring, middle, index. Up and down. Now that is an E minor chord that I'm playing right there. And because I'm not playing either of these two strings right there, I don't have to even put my hand in this position. But in case I made a mistake and played the wrong string, it'd be nice to have those just as a safeguard in case this happened. See, my thumb didn't hit the right note. Let's try that again. See, it hit the next string, string 5 instead of string 6. But because I have the E minor in my left hand, it's going to sound okay. Not correct, but okay. Now in the song, this pattern repeats 6 times, and then we go to a new chord. And this new chord is going to be D. And we've learned that in D, you only play the bottom 4 strings, right? You don't play these top 2 because they're not part of that chord. And it'd be impossible to make them be part of that chord. So, the lowest note then is this string, your 4th string. So, you're going to move your thumb down to that string and do the same pattern with the rest of your fingers. And that only happens once before it goes back to the E. So we're going to shift this hand back as a safeguard, and then playing that lowest note there, the 6th string, happens twice. Then we move to our G, and this, you don't really need all these fingers there, but again, just as a safeguard, it's a good idea. So we're going to put all of them there, and in a G chord, lowest note, we're using that 6th string, so the thumb stays on the 6th string. Only happens once, back to the E, and then to the A chord. And so in an A chord, which looks like that, with my left hand, the lowest note in this chord should be your 5th string. So that's the one that I'm going to play with my thumb. So we've kind of been going back and forth between the 6th string and the 4th string, 6th string, 4th string, and now we're on the 5th string. And it only does that once before it goes on to E minor again. 3, 4, 5 times. And then it moves to the G. Does that twice. Now to the D. Remember, we're on the 4th string there with our thumb. We do that one twice. And then to the E minor. Back to the D. Do that twice. And then to the E minor. Do this one 3 times. And then the last chord is just a strum. So it's an E minor, and we strum it. So let's do the whole thing from the beginning, And this time I won't stop and explain myself, but I'll keep counting those repetitions. So we're going to start at the beginning of the song in E minor with that picking, starting on the 6th string with our thumb, E minor. Here we go. This is 4. We're doing it 6 times, 5 and 6. Now to the D. Back to the E minor twice. Now to the G. E and then A. E minor. Do this 5 times. 3, 4, 5. G twice. D twice. E minor once. D twice. E minor 3 times, and then a strum. 2, 3. There's the whole song. I'll do it one more time, no talking, I'll just sing the song. I'll go a little bit faster this time. Are you going to Scarborough Fair? Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Remember me to one who lives there. She was once a true love of mine. So you heard I messed up there. I only played that G once on that second page, but I kept going. Now, obviously, counting those out is really, really important. You won't have to split your attention between playing and singing. But there's still a lot going on here between, where your thumb goes. Everything, your other fingers stay the same the entire song. So once you get that set, it just stays there. Your thumb has a little bit of thinking to do, and obviously the chords have a little bit of thinking to do. But most of the thinking, I really believe, is going to go into counting. Make sure you do everything in time, the right number of times. Are you going to Scarborough Fair? Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Remember me to one who lives there. She was once a true love of mine. Good luck.